Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
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 Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So today we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 8 talks between Lord Ramananda Roy and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, verses 29 to 36. So what I'll do, I'll just read the translation, verses from 29, and then we're going to repeat verse 36. When they regained their sanity, they both sat down, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and began to speak as follows. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya spoke of your good qualities, and he made a great endeavor to convince me to meet you. Indeed, I have come here just to meet you. It is very good that even without making an effort, I have gotten your interview here. Ramananda Roy replied, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya thinks of me as his servant. Even in my absence, he is very careful to do me good. By his mercy, I have received your interview here. Consequently, I consider that today I have become a successful human being. I can see that you have bestowed special mercy upon Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Therefore, you have touched me, although I am untouchable. This is only to his love for you. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan himself, and I am only a government servant interested in materialistic activities. Indeed, I am the lowest among men of the fourth caste. And now today's verse. Mora sparshena karila grina vede bhaya. Mora sparshena karila grina veda bhaya.
Mora Sparshana Karila Grina Veda Bhaya,
Mora darshan toma vede nishedhaya.
Mora Darshana Vede Nishedaya,
Mora darshan toma vede nishedhaya.
Mora Darshan Toma Vede Nishedaya,
Mora sparshena karila grina vede bhaya.
Mora Sparshana Karila Grina Veda Bhaya,
Mora darshan toma vede nishedhaya.
Mora Darshan Toma Vede Nishedaya,
Mora Sparshana Karila Grina Veda Bhaya,
Mora Sparshana Karila Grina Veda Bhaya,
Mora Darshan Toma Veda Nishedhaya,
Mora Darshan Toma Vede Nishedaya, Mora Sparshana Karila Grina Veda Bhaya,
Mora sparshana karila grina veda bhaya.
Mora Darshana Toma Veda Nishedaya,
Mora Darshan Toma Veda Nishedhaya.
Vaishnavis?
Mora Sparshana Karila Grina Veda Bhaya, Mora Darshana Toma Veda Nishedaya,
Mora. Of me. Sparsha. By the touch. That's the same in Sanskrit, because in Sanskrit sparsha also means to touch. Now. Not. Karile. You did. Grina. Hatred. Veda bhaya. What do you think? What could that mean? Veda Bhaya. What is Bhaya?
Fear.
Fear. And what is Veda?
Knowledge.
Yeah. Not fear of knowledge, but he says afraid of the injunction of the Vedas. Mora, of me. Darshan, seeing. Tama, you. Vede, Vedic injunctions. Nishidhaya, forbid. See, that's actually a very good way to learn Sanskrit. You can see all of this is Bengali, but actually it's almost everything is here in Sanskrit. You can think what the word means, and then you can easily remember, like Nisheda, Vidi and Nisheda. Nisheda is something that you're not supposed to do, and like do not. Translation: you do not fear the Vedic injunction stating that you should not associate with the Shudra. You are not contemptuous of my touch, although in the Vedas you are forbidden to associate with Shudras. Jagannath Baba Subhadra Maharaj. I just read the translation again. You do not fear the Vedic injunction stating that you should not associate with the Shudra. You were not contemptuous of my touch, although in the Vedas you are forbidden to associate with Shudras. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita 9:32, the Lord says, Mamhi Pata Vyapashrita Yapisyupapa Yonaya Striya Vaishishtata Shudras Tepi Yanti Parangatim. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, as well as Shudras, can attain the supreme destination. The word Papayonaya means born of a lower caste. Born of a lower caste women. The Vaishyas are merchants, and the Shudras or workers are servants. According to Vedic classification, they belong to a lower social order. A low life means a life without Krishna consciousness. High and low position in society were calculated by considering a person's Krishna consciousness. A Brahmana is considered to be on the highest platform because he knows Brahman, the absolute truth. The second caste, the Kshatriya caste, also know Brahman, but not as well as the Brahmanas. The Vaishyas and the Shudras do not clearly understand God consciousness. But if they take the Krishna consciousness with the mercy of Krishna and the spiritual master, they do not remain the lower caste, Papayonaya. It is clearly stated, Tepi Yanti Paramgatim. What that means in Sanskrit is all of them Paramgatim. They all attain the supreme destination, Param, supreme and Gati destination. Unless one has attained the highest standard of life, one cannot return home back to Godhead. One may be a Shudra, Vaishya or a woman, but if one is situated in the service of the Lord, in Krishna consciousness, one should not be considered Stri, Shudra, Vaishya, or lower than Shudra. Though a person may be from a low-born family, if he is engaged in the Lord's service, he should never be considered to belong to a low-born family. The Padma Purana forbids, Vikshante jati samyak sayati narakam dhruvam. A person goes to hell quickly when he considers a devotee of the Lord in terms of birth. Although Sri Ramananda Roy supposedly took birth in a Shudra family, he is not to be considered a Shudra, for he was a great advanced devotee. Indeed, he was on a transcendental platform. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore embraced him. Out of spiritual humility, Sri Ramananda Roy presented himself as a Shudra. Raja Sevi Vishayi Shudrama. But that means Raja Sevi, I am the servant of the king. Vishayi, I am a materialist. And Shudrama, I am Shudra. This is how Ramananda Roy presented himself. Even though one may engage in government service or in any other pounds, shilling, pence business, in short, in materialistic life, he need only take to Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is a very simple process. One need only to chant the holy names of the Lord and strictly follow the principles forbidding sinful activity. In this way, one can no longer be considered an untouchable, a Vishayi, or a Shudra.